this video we will discuss about the different pathways additional to the pathways that we have already covered in our previous videos about ferroptosis. So in this video we will discuss some of the different pathways that will affect ferroptosis sensitivity to the cells. Ferroptosis is in general means that cell death by high lipid peroxides build up within the cells. So some of the pathways we have already discussed, and these are the system XC pathway. So what happens in system XC is that the intake of cystine will occurs within the cells, and this cystine will leads to this cystine formation, and this G it helps in this GSH biosynthesis, and this GSH biosynthesis will leads to this high amount of these GPX4 formations within the cells, and that will inhibit the ferroptosis sensitivity. And one more pathway that has been recently identified in this process is this transsulfurization pathways. So in this transsulfurization pathways will also help in these GPX4 formations from this cystine pathway. It will take over to this transsulfurization pathway will directly form this cystine, and that will help in this GPX4 formation. In this system XC is been regulated by this P53 and BAP1, and recently it has been identified that this BAP1 will also affect this transsulfurization pathway. Thereby this cystine's route has been blocked, and that will helps in this immunosuppression, as the ferroptosis will get more, as the cells will get more sensitive towards ferroptosis. The other pathways, other ways is that affect this ferroptosis is by this iron intake pathway. So iron intake usually occurs through endosomal pathway, and also there's some of the labile iron pool are present within the cells. So iron will also be utilized from this labile pool, and that will helps and this will the complex formation will happens that is commonly known as this ferritinophagy, and this ferritinophagy will also helps in this inhibition of the ferroptosis. The other pathways are related to this acetyl CoA pathways. So this is usually triggered by 53 in an attempt to prevent the cell death or trigger DNA repair. So this will leads the P53 triggered pathway will finally leads to this acetyl CoA pathway, and then it will form this CoQ10 this on this squalene, and there are other similar compounds that are similar to this squalene that will cause the insensitiveness of that will cause the you can say inhibition of the ferroptosis within the cell lines. The formation of these pathways will cause inhibition of ferroptosis. So this is some of the pathways that has been identified, and some of the new pathways that are also been known is that, and that is correct condition is also related to the cancer cells. It's about the hypoxia conditions, and we have discussed in our one of our previous videos about this HIF complex formations because of the hypoxia condition, and that will leads to this formation of this FACOA, and that will trigger this we can say anti ferroptosis reactions within the mitochondria, and simultaneously also this ACSL4 compounds which are usually formed in the which are usually found within the cells. It also helps in this anti-ferroptosis response, or decrease the ferroptosis sensitiveness of the cells. So by the route that has been shown here, that is AA will form into this AACOA, and then it will go inside the mitochondria using this LPCAT, and simultaneously convert it into the PEA that will help in this complex formation, that is PEAOH, and that has a role towards this prevention of this cell death by ferroptosis. And this TCA cycles within the mitochondria also helps in this complex formations, and thereby act as an anti-ferroptosis response. And the glutamate receptors that we have discussed in our previous videos, It also helps in this cystine formations through this system XC. That is, glutamate will go out and cystine will come in. And this, if this system XC is not working, then this glutamine will also might also helps in this TCA cycle. So these are some of the different pathways that affects the ferroptosis within the cells, and we have discussed in our previous videos about the dual role of ferroptosis also. If you need to understand more about these pathways and its relation with the ferroptosis in detail, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. That's all for this video. Thank you for your time.